With Bitcoin, we don't know who created it. With Ethereum, the chair of the SEC, Gary Gensler himself, cannot even get up on stage and answer the simple question, is Ethereum a security or not? So how are you going to provide full and fair disclosures on your ETF filing for Bitcoin and Ethereum when you're missing key pieces of information that need to be disclosed to your investors? Meanwhile, you compare that with the facts and the circumstances around XRP, and we actually have the rule of law here in the United States now that XRP in and of itself is not a security. So you know that you can disclose that one with your XRP ETF along with who created it, and it is one of the most transparent and open ledgers that we've just seen functioning flawlessly for the past decade. So you get to disclose all of that, but when it's time to do the Bitcoin and Ethereum, you can't answer all those questions that need to be disclosed to your investors. This is why I've been saying that I think that you have a better chance, and maybe we will even see an XRP ETF get approved before a Bitcoin and an XRP ETF. Now, wouldn't that be quite the shakeup? And maybe that would be the ETF flip of the switch. Now, we're going to be talking about a BlackRock spot ETF filing. We cannot confirm whether it is real or fake. The reports now are that it is not real, it is fake, but it did not stop the XRP cryptocurrency from absolutely melting faces for a brief moment in time. Let's take a look at the price action here today after it was announced and the rumors started circulating that BlackRock had filed for a trust in Delaware, an XRP ETF trust. Let's take a look. Let's pull up our chart. There it is. And we see the XRP gave us a little God candle all the way up to about 75 cents out of nowhere. This happened just this afternoon. And we see that XRP is now cooled off to about 66 cents. Now, no other cryptocurrencies took part of that pump. Bitcoin rolling back over here today, back down to 36,400, and Ethereum cooling off from its most recent highs, back up above 2,100 for Ethereum off of the news last week that BlackRock was filing and actually did file, and it is confirmed not just through the trust, but the S1 filing with the SEC that they have filed for an Ethereum spot ETF. So we have a bunch of Bitcoin spot ETFs, we have one Ethereum spot ETF, and now we potentially are looking at an XRP ETF. Now, I wanted to play a quick clip here from Brad Garlinghouse to set the tone because I think this is very important. Ripple, one of the only companies with real customers solving real problems. This is who the BlackRocks of the world actually want to sit down with at the table when it's time to get a deal done, when it's time to use DLT technology. Who are the real players who can bring this technology to us and provide legitimate utility that's actually going to help us solve real problems? So let's play this clip here. This is from Brad Garlinghouse talking about XRP and Ripple being the only company. I mean, what was such a bold statement from Brad? The only company with real customers solving real problems. Let's listen in.
Introducing XRP into those flows will take time, but as I said, every marathon starts with a single step. When I zoom out and look at where Ripple sits in the blockchain and crypto ecosystem, we are incredibly fortunate to be the only company with real customers solving real problems. That is at the early stages of that marathon, but there's no doubt that as we look at the race that has started, we're the only ones that have crossed that starting line.
And we've been talking about this. My apologies. We've been talking about this, haven't we? Robert Mitchnick doesn't become head of digital assets at BlackRock for no reason. This one from Jay Claver, right? We've seen so many connections between BlackRock and some of the biggest players in the game with Ripple. Now, can we confirm the BlackRock partnership? No. Can we confirm whether or not BlackRock picked up XRP? No. But to file a spot ETF, you got to have the underlying asset to be able to create that ETF. So if this is real, then in fact, that does mean that BlackRock has picked up a position in XRP. Now, I want to share this out with you guys because you have to recall what happened last week. Last week, it was reported, we actually got to see the Delaware trust where BlackRock filed for the Ethereum trust, right? First, we see the filing within Delaware, and then later that day, we get the S1 filing that dropped on the SEC website. So could that be the same thing that's happening right here, where we have BlackRock allowing it to get released that the XRP trust has been created in Delaware, and then shortly hereafter, we're going to see the S1 on the SEC website. And so I talked about this last week in regards to Ethereum, and this might be the same thing playing out right here. Take a listen in on this video here from 4 days ago, where I'm talking about BlackRock showing their hand. This is the type of narratives. They knew what they were doing when they let this get dropped, right? This isn't by accident that it gets leaked out here that BlackRock registers Ethereum Trust in Delaware. This is public information, but BlackRock, they know what they're doing when they're thinking, okay, today's the date that we're going to allow everyone to see that the Ethereum Trust has been filed in Delaware. That's going to be another lead and catalyst. And I promise you, on the back end, they went short. Now, that's the thing is, we've seen that Bitcoin and Ethereum have both rolled over since that did happen, right? So whether or not they went short, I cannot prove. That's just part of my theory. But as you saw in those series of tweets that I showed you, the first one came out was the filing in Delaware, and then the next one was the actual application at the SEC. So that might be the same thing that's taking place right here, but the person who actually put this out was a gentleman by the name of Eric Balchunas, and Whalewire shares this. Bloomberg analyst Eric Balchunas tweeted confirming that the BlackRock XRP Trust application was real. So first he confirmed that it was real, but he then deleted his tweet and claimed it was actually fake news, saying BlackRock told him, and Whalewire's adding they 100% did not, and says this is the only person who claimed it was fake, despite it being live on Delaware's website. Not very reliable. Which one is it? And so here are the tweets from Eric right here. BlackRock added again, has filed to register iShares XRP Trust, the precursor to an ETF filing. So like I said, they did the same thing with Ethereum. They filed the trust and then they do the ETF filing. I thought it wasn't real when I saw others posting, but I checked, and it is in fact on the Delaware list of corporations website. Now he then rescinds that and says this is false, confirmed by BlackRock by me. Some wacko must have added using BlackRock executive name, etc. Come on, man. So he has since pulled back that comment, right? And then we did see this is actually breaking within the last 10 minutes. He put out another tweet and he says, some people questioning whether BlackRock actually confirmed to me if this is false. They did. A spokesperson confirmed. If that's not enough and you're still raging, then please seek medical help. Well, he probably got a little taste of the XRP community jumping all over him, right? And it is in fact true that you can go to the Delaware website right now. I didn't pull it up, but it's being shared all over Twitter, that you can go to the website right now and you can see the Delaware Trust filing. So maybe somebody did spoof this. Maybe this is fake, but I want to remind everyone, just like Jake said right here, Robert Mitchnick doesn't become head of digital assets at BlackRock for no reason, right? Groups like R3 didn't try to pick up 5 billion XRP for no reason. We eventually are going to see a spot XRP ETF. And I want to remind everybody what gold did after the ETF came about in about 2003 in Australia, and then the first one in the United States through State Street was filed in 2004. And over the next decade, gold rose by 500%, an asset, though, that had exposure and had been traded for thousands of years. Think of the scenario that we're looking at coming up here shortly with a nascent, immature, and new asset that's only been around for 10 years. And now we get an ETF filing. I think we can do multiples of what we did after gold got its ETF and it did 500%. I think we're going to do quite significantly more. Now, so we're going to be watching that. I will follow up with you guys. And once again, this is breaking. I'm just covering this. XRP pumped. The whole space is going crazy. But speaking of filings, we did actually get another filing here from James Phelan. XRP Judge Torres has set the schedule regarding remedies, discovery, and briefing. And Jeremy Hogan comments, final briefs in April means a final judgment in July. So it looks like our final judgment, the final judgment for Ripple will be in July. And he says, but more importantly, look at the case heading. The only defendant is Ripple. The defense has whittled the case down to only 20% of what it used to be. How much of it will be left in July? That's why you hire top lawyers. Fred Rispoli, another one of our favorite lawyers, chimes in. The remedies related discovery schedule is set. There is no chance a Second Circuit ruling on an appeal by either party, if one is ever filed, is issued before mid-2026. Think of everything that will happen between now and then. Game over, SEC, you lost. And Fred's spot on 100%. Now, with this confirmed timeline, the chances of them appealing, I think, are slim, but I wouldn't put it past them. They have no shame. But even if they do, we're well out into 2026, 2027. Between now and then, we're going to have gone through the next bull run. We will be entering this next bull run with legal clarity that XRP has, distinguishing itself from the rest of the space as the only digital asset in the United States where we know, in fact, it is not a security. We've had opinions, we've had speeches, but we can say we have the law of the land as of right now is that XRP in and of itself is not a security, which is why I'm saying when you go to file for an ETF, I think it would be much easier to get approval on an asset that you know, in fact, does not meet the definition of a security. That's been proven in court. You don't just write on an opinion, and you're not just, providing the disclosure of some mythical creature that created Bitcoin, right? So we'll see if the Bitcoin ETFs get approved. And I'm sure, eventually they will. This is inevitable. It's just a matter of time. And same thing with Ethereum, right? But if I had to have the filings across my desk and I was fair and taking a look at these things, I mean, to me, it's very clear. There's actually reasons to deny Bitcoin and Ethereum. There's really no reason to deny XRP. Right. I can't think of any. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of that. Could XRP ETF filing get approved before Bitcoin and Ethereum? Talk about the final flippening, right? The ETF flip of the switch, where XRP gets approved before Bitcoin and Ethereum. And you just saw what happened on the charts. When XRP got that news, it went nuts and left the rest of the space behind, except for our little brother, or little sister, depending on what you want to call it, XLM. Without fail, every time XRP goes, XLM follows behind. This thing is so controlled, it's so primed, and I'm telling you right now that both of these suppressed assets are about to be set free. And the ETF exposure confirms that we're in the right spot. The big boys and girls are coming, and they want complete control. They want this to be offered up to all the 401ks, the pension, retirement accounts, so that you can invest in cryptocurrencies with them instead of taking control, understanding how to do crypto. And if you're one of those that is new to this space and you're trying to figure out how to do crypto, we can help you. Come on into my group. It's ZachRector.com. We have our exclusive community, and we also have community resources available from crypto exchanges, wallets, and precious metals. It's all over at our updated website, ZachRector.com. I'm going to take off for now. I'll confirm with you tomorrow whether or not we have the actual application for an ETF filing, or if this was, in fact, fake news. Let me know in the comments down below where you stand, and we'll see you in the next one. God bless all of you. Thank you so much.